Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mr. Monster YouTube channel, or welcome to the Mr. Monster YouTube channel. I'm Mr. Monster, you can call me Mr. Monster, and today we're watching Call Me Chris, if you can't tell by the intro, or by the thumbnail. But we are going to be watching Chris's video that is Our Horrifying Night Inside America's Most Haunted Castle, featuring Celinaspookyboo, Part 1. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Highway to Hell series. I'm Call Me Chris.
And I'm celinaspookyboo, and tonight we are at Grey Towers Castle at Arcadia University.
Come with us to unravel the dark, mysterious love story. Let's do it.
So they said dark, mysterious love story. I'm very curious what that's going to mean in regards to this, because I don't know. A lot of these horror or ghost hunting shows often have like a tragic death based on somebody committing self-unalive. Got to be careful of YouTube for the sake of the video, but we'll see here. We'll see. Great action shot. Okay. Alright. Looks like a normal town in regards to everything but the apparent castle.
Originally built in 1893, the main house burned down, and Grey Tower Castle took its place in 1898.
William Harrison, his wife.
1898. So that's, what, 130 years ago? Or almost 130 years ago? Very interesting. I can't help but notice that a lot of the ghost hunting videos and stories are always like based on something that happened a really long time ago, and I feel like that's partially because like they know if they talk about something super recent, not calling out Call Me Chris, I love her stuff, but if they talk about something super recent and they get something wrong, then there's a lot more backlash for it.
And two kids resided at Grey Towers Castle, where their family life was no fairy tale. William would commit adultery behind his wife's back more times than you can count.
Home to more than 50 gargoyles all around the property, this building was the most elegant in the area, hosting by the best events throughout the ballroom, library, and grand foyer.
Sometimes you can hear the banging of William.
That grand foyer actually kind of reminds me of, I know I mentioned The Shining a good bit on this channel, but it does actually remind me of the main staircase in the, not the entryway, but in the kind of like dining hall area of The Shining, where Jack is typing on his typewriter the entire time. Obviously, I'm talking about the movie, not the book. I can't remember the description in the book. However, if you have to view one, if you're going to watch the movie or read the book, I suggest reading the book first, or at least just reading the book on its own. I love the book. The movie's okay, but I love the book.
William on the ground, which was a demand for his maids to fetch him more whiskey.
Or on the third floor, where students now reside throughout the school year, can hear the creaking of Bertha's rocking chair as she cries and mourns the death of her daughter, who perished in a riding incident.
Their daughter, Geraldine, had a friend over. When running down the stairs, her scarf...
It's interesting that she perished in a riding accident, and they're claiming that her ghost is still lurking in this area. Oftentimes they're like, oh, she died here, so she stays here. That happens a lot, but then other people say like, oh, she died elsewhere, but she comes back here and haunts here.
Caught in the banister, plunging her over and hanging her.
Abigail, a local aristocrat and friend, fell in love with the stable boy, Toby, and told him she wanted to elope on the bridge outside of the castle. Her parents found out and stopped her from seeing him, and leapt to her death onto the atrium, impaling herself and bleeding onto the terrace, where her family and friends were having brunch.
Where her family and friends were having brunch. Sorry, that just sounds really funny to me because, I don't know, I tend to think of brunch as a more recent modern thing, so the idea of just being like, where her family and friends were having brunch.
You can see the lights across from each other at the bridge flicker, as if Abigail and Toby are still trying to find peace and love in the afterlife.
Supposedly, if you waggle a flashlight in the nursery, you can see children running in the mirrors playing.
Or if you dance with...
I like that. Children in the mirrors, that's good. That's good. Children ghosts, I don't know what it is, but the idea that they, like, because kids often are more quiet and scurry around. Well, if you actually live near kids like I do, they're constantly screaming, so I don't know if that's really that true. But like with ghosts, they're smaller, they're harder to see. So I do think that they're more interesting as a concept, that's for sure.
Your loved one in front of the mirror in the great ballroom at midnight and see the Harrison family staring back at you, then your love is meant to last a lifetime. All of these spirits are said to pay a visit to those brave enough to ask.
The Harrisons may not have had the happiest life on Earth, but maybe things are different on the other side.
Yeah, that does bring into question a lot of what ghost hunters believe in the afterlife. Like, I don't know. The afterlife as a concept has always been kind of what religion is based off in general. So it's interesting that a lot of people are just willing to accept that spirits don't leave or that they come back. I don't know. Very odd for sure.
Guys, today we are here at Great Towers Castle.
And we are here with our first tour guide. Hi, I'm Ree. I'm the event chair for Society for Castle Restoration, and I'm a senior media communication student, and I'm here to take you
I keep forgetting
on
this is
the
at a
tour of our first
university.
two rooms.
That was a great intro.
Great job.
First take. Good
Let's
job.
go. All right,
yeah, go ahead,
so let's
lead
go.
the way.
So we're passing
I
through
love
the rose
how
room.
celinaspookyboo and kallmekris are wearing like all black, and then the actual ghost tour guide is just wearing like a normal bright colored t-shirt and jeans.
Right here. This is where we do like some events throughout the year. It's a gorgeous room, but the real star of the show is right through here. This is the mirror room.
Oh, the one with the kids.
So come on in.
Look at the mural on the roof.
Speed up a bit here.
So this here is like one of the most gorgeous rooms on the property. This is Mrs. Harrison's side of the castle. So let me tell you a story about the Harrisons. So Mr. and Mrs. Harrison were a very tumultuous couple, but one of their happiest moments here was where they had their first dance for their wedding in the mirror room. So right over here, which is the largest freestanding mirror we have, they were dancing, they saw themselves, and they were like this young, happy couple. But then there was, you know, a lot of infidelity in the relationship on Mr. Harrison's
So
side.
if there's so much infidelity and stuff, then why is it seen as true love if you see yourself and your partner in the mirror? Wouldn't that mean that, honestly, that might mean the ghost is like, hey, by the way, he's a cheater. Like, I don't know. That just sounds very confusing to me.
And it's said that people who come in here to dance at midnight, they'll see a reflection of the Harrisons. But which version of the Harrisons you see is indicative of how your relationship is going to turn out. So if you see a young, happy couple, you're going to be like blessed in your relationship, and it's going to be great. If you see an old couple, not going to last.
Oh, okay, so there's more to it. That makes sense. But I still don't quite understand the young, happy couple versus old thing. I don't know. If he cheated, he cheated. That's odd for sure.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting. Will it also work for friendships if we dance together?
I asked my one friend to try. We didn't see anything.
Okay.
So
maybe you're not as close as we are.
Maybe we're not as close as we are. No, that's good. I don't know if the legend goes that it's like marriage. Why would you and your friend show up? I don't know. Or like make them show up. Unless you're soulmates or something. I don't know.
We're still gonna try it.
No, definitely. Yeah. Try it out.
Was it hand painted? Stupid question.
No, yeah, it was.
It was robots
So
back then.
up here we have a mural. It's featuring the Zodiac, so you can.
Gorgeous. A child.
A child. No.
And then we have other motifs throughout here that are all instruments. This was the ball.
Let's fast forward a bit here.
We would, we put up some REM pods.
Oh, they're going with the old REM pods. Yeah. One of the most inaccurate things you
Put
can
up some
utilize.
cat balls, and we would dance a little bit and maybe look in the mirror and see if Selena and I's friendship is going to last forever or not.
Yeah, hopefully, and to any spirits in this room, feel free to just go near these REM pods. Go near any of these cat balls.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, maybe because you just stomped.
Okay.
Might have been residual.
Well, let's try it again. Let's try it again.
It's not detected by light, right?
Yeah.
No. It's literally you have to step right beside them.
I'm gonna. Yeah, that
You
one.
know,
okay.
that's actually a pretty interesting concept to use cat balls for that sort of thing. I mean, because the whole point is that it's a cat toy, so if you hit it, it rolls and then it lights up so that it entertains the cat. So that's interesting. With how much wind movement there would be in this big of a room, I imagine that they would go off a lot. Plus, there's constant residual movement in any building, so very, very curious that they would continue to use this in ghost hunting. Again, this isn't calling out Call Me Chris or Selena. I'm just saying that in ghost hunting in general, this seems to become a more and more common thing that they use for sure.
Well, that's all the way over there, though. Hold on. I'm going to try and hit this one when that one stops and see if it happens again.
What is that?
Yeah, what was that?
It sounded like a huge door opening. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so there's two.
So it's that.
Very
I must be
connected.
deaf. I didn't hear anything.
Okay, so we have a REM pod over here, cat balls over here.
Okay.
We're,
Alright, so Dustin starts the investigation, it looks like.
what do we want to do?
That cat ball's going off.
Oh. Yeah. Do we want to,
We should just do a shindiggy, buddy.
do you want to dance a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, Jay in post, put some music to this.
Oh, yeah.
We're friends and we're
Royalty-free music. Gotta love it. No, that's cool. I always wanted to try and go ghost hunting. I always felt like it'd be really fun. The only thing is that, one, I'm kind of a scaredy cat when it comes to, like, anything like that. I don't know. My friends kind of know me as, like, the paranoid guy. Like, I don't even like being in crowds after COVID. Not because of COVID. I just hate crowds in general. And so, I don't know. But I think ghost hunting could be really fun. Depends on who you're with, I imagine, is a big portion of it for sure. If it were celinaspookyboo and Call Me Chris, I'm sure it'd be a lot more fun.
Around because we're friends. Hey, 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 we are best friends and we like to do ghosty stuff. Take it away.
Okay, what are we
Doing
supposed
a little
to see? We're
jig?
supposed to see a young couple,
Cat
right?
ball.
Oh,
Oh, it likes her dancing.
It really likes our dancing.
Wait, Taylor
Okay.
told me to throw it back.
throw
Throw
it
it back.
back.
3, 2, 1. Ooh.
No, did it wrong. Did it opposite.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
No, I did. I think.
I haven't seen somebody try to, like, throw it back in a while. I'm wondering how old this video is.
I'm doing it opposite. Maybe if I do it right, it'll. The ghost will like it. How do I do it again?
Bust it down sexual style, and the ghost will, woo, the infidelity ghost will appear.
Oh, right.
Yeah. 1,
Okay.
2.
As interesting as this is, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
No.
No, didn't like that. Didn't like that.
Is there anybody here? You can also make a noise. You can show yourself in one of the mirrors.
Yeah, let's see. Let's just ask. If there's a
Not
spirit here, I know
seeming very haunted, I must say.
there's a lot going on. Can you make an audible sound for us?
I'm not hearing nothing. Oh,
Oh, you scared the
the
bejesus
cat
out
ball
of me.
did go off, though.
Okay, ball going off on its own. Thank you. It's really nice to see you over here.
Yeah, you must be standing right over there.
Yeah, can you?
Are you able to move around the room?
Yeah.
Oh,
Make
I
any
forgot
of
they
the-
talked to him, like, the ghost, they, like, talked to him like they're a person. I mean, it makes sense. If it was a person, it would be a person, but, you know, in a lot of, like, I grew up Catholic, and in a lot of, like, Catholic doctrine, they believe ghosts aren't a thing. Some people think that, you know, ghosts are just people in purgatory or something, but for the most part, main doctrine is if you think it's a ghost, it's a demon. So I always thought that was really funny. And I think that's part of the reason that Ed and Lorraine Warren were, like, demonologists. It's because, like, you couldn't be a ghost, like, sort of deal. I don't know what that hand gesture was supposed to mean, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say.
The other pieces of equipment go off. Let's question them.
Yeah, let's hear some questions then. The cat ball's still
I
going
got
off.
some,
Oh wait, no, she nicked it. It looks like
I don't know their names. I don't remember. Who's the guy's name?
that would be me. Anytime I'd be ghost hunting or something, just I forgot. I have a really, like, not amazing memory when I need it to be active. If you want me to rant about a subject I'm interested in, I'll do that all diggity dang day, bro. But I don't got all the beans, man. I don't got all the beans.
Your daddy.
Call him Sugar Daddy.
Oh, William? I can look in the book. It's right here. Terrible.
Oh, REM pod
Oh,
twitch.
he didn't like being called Sugar Daddy.
Okay.
Can you go near that REM pod again?
William Harrison would be.
William Harrison?
Oh, William Harrison.
Maybe it's
Knocking over the
William.
cat ball, I guess.
William, you owned this building. You built this place.
Let's scoot over my monitor.
We heard you're kind of a perv.
Kind of a lady.
Kind of a perv.
Heard
Yeah,
you're
let's
like-
just insult the ghost. I don't know. The other thing about this is like, if they did this for somebody in the past like 10, 20 years, that would just be seen so disrespectful as like unless there was a lot of evidence, that'd be seen as so disrespectful to just shit on a ghost or like shit on a dead person. It seems like mocking the dead, but I guess since it's almost 130 years old, it's A-okay, am I right?
Of a sugar
Sugar
daddy.
daddy.
Now that's where the name actually came from, because you were a
Sugar Baron.
You want a little sugar from our Christina over here?
Christina throwing it back while Selena's bringing it up to her. That's great. That's great. Alrighty. I'm vibing with the black outfits
You
and
like
white
them a little
shoes.
bit bigger, because I
Love the
like
contrast.
sugar. Like the literal.
I feel like if this is William, we might have to move to the man,
The man cave.
Yeah.
to get
All right.
some more info.
If this is William, and you want us to move to the man cave, so we get you in your area, can you give us a sign by touching any of the equipment around us, setting anything off? Be it the cat ball, be it a REM pod. Is there anybody here who would like to make their presence known?
One thing I will say about ghost hunting videos is it feels like if you wait long enough, something will happen. And what I mean by that is like I can go sit in my bedroom and there's gonna be noise. Like there's good, like even if I'm completely home alone, something's gonna creak, something's gonna moan, like the house. Not saying I'm hearing my neighbors, but you know, maybe I am. I mean, this is a college campus, you never know. For all I know, there's a drunk dude in the basement just getting it on. But with the REM pods and the lights and stuff, I mean, I feel like if there's just enough movement in any given room, it'll go off. And it doesn't have to be like I'm fairly certain they've done analysis where, well, okay, for cat balls, wind can move those easily. If there's just a gust, a light breeze, the cat ball will start rolling and, you know, it's enough evidence to show there's a ghost, which, you know. But then the REM pods, it seems like all it takes is some dust, from my understanding. But let's keep going here.
Some rooms just aren't as active.
No,
and that's okay.
That's the truth about ghost
We're not
hunting.
going to force anything. We'll move on to the next room. If anybody is in here with us, feel free to come to the next location.
Give you one last opportunity in 3, 2, 1.
Really trying to make
Zero.
this happen.
So if you come down
I love that
here-
little jig. Let's go to the next location. Yeah, it's solid.
This is the man cave where Mr. Harrison would keep all of his booze, bring the women he was having affairs with.
The man cave. That's funny. He's bringing all the women he's having affairs with into just like the dungeon.
Was his wife here when he was having affairs?
Oh, gross.
You'll hear
Oh
more
my
You'll probably hear more stories about that.
Did she hear things?
Hey man, it's a college campus. I'm sure there's a lot of, not necessarily infidelity, but a lot of cheating going on in general there, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, 100%. She knew about it and she hated
That's
it.
so sad.
That's
This
actually really
is-
depressing.
This is where we do like
Smells like ghosts.
We love this smell.
No, it's like musty.
yeah, this is where we do student like housing work.
Oh, okay.
And other like on-campus stuff, but this used to be Mr. Harrison's man cave. You know, you can
Okay, so now it's being co-opted for student use. It's very interesting that they would turn the man cave into that. I don't know. It's odd that they kept this building as old looking as it is. I guess it has some allure to it, and it's visibility. But yeah, let's keep going here. After they do their next investigation part, wow, can't speak today, then we'll probably cut it off so that we don't take all of their content, because you don't want to be that guy.
This is Mr. Harrison. He is where the term sugar daddy originates from because he got all of his money from
Oh my
sugar.
goodness, that's
Sugar daddy.
amazing.
Oh
He's
my
like a sugar daddy.
god.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait, now he's
So
attractive.
how rich was he?
He was wealthy enough to
build this.
Great Towers Castle in 1929 was worth about $750,000, which is $12 million today.
Let's
I don't
skip
know how much.
forward a little bit.
But we want to hear your side of the story.
Okay.
So we just want to know.
Investigation.
We are here in the man cave, and Selena is under to do automatic writing. So we just want to know
Automatic writing.
if anybody's here with us. William, we
So
know
to my
this
understanding, what they do here is they block off all the noise, and then they basically have. I think they might have her listening to one of those radios that like siphons through different channels, or scans through different channels. But we'll have to see what she writes down, because I think what Chris is going to do is she's going to say something, and then Selena is going to just kind of continually write whatever she's hearing or comes to mind, and then hopefully it'll answer whatever Chris's questions are.
your man cave, and you did terrible things in here, but we want to hear your side of the story as well, or anybody else that's in here. So you can use Selena as a conduit to speak to me.
Interesting. Doesn't look like Selena's writing anything down.
Did bad stuff go on in here? Hello.
Hello in cursive. Nice.
All right.
Makes sense when I get older.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I mean, is it possible Selena just was writing in cursive? I don't know. Because there's also just the element of you're in a spooky old building, and you kind of have that vibe if you're supposed to be the ghost's conduit. I don't know.
Morphine.
Morphine?
Morphine? Morphine.
Give me
Did you-
some of that. No. That's interesting. Is this guy a morphine addict, or are we gonna find out he was addicted to heroin? Like, what's going on?
Use and abuse morphine?
Drawing another black
That was
dot.
pretty common back in the day. What does it say? Keep
Keep her quiet.
her quiet. Keep her quiet. Who are
Oh,
you talking
morphine
about?
to keep her quiet? That's interesting.
Did you hold a woman in this room? Is this William that we're talking
Ooh,
to?
spooky.
I can't read. Could you help read?
Who's there? Annie.
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 Amy.
Amy or Annie? Are we talking to you?
Want a drink?
Want a drink? Yeah, I think that's right. Want a drink?
Amy or Annie want a drink. Interesting. I don't really know what that could mean. I mean, you got to understand that there is a lot of power of suggestion in these sort of things. And what I mean by that is not necessarily that you have to suggest anything to Selena, but if you just like, our minds naturally have a back of the brain sort of like reactionary system in place. It's kind of how Ouija boards work when a bunch of people have their hands on the thing and they're like, I swear I'm not moving it. Are you moving it? It's kind of like an intuition that we don't actively do. If you want to learn about this, there was this one, it's an interesting concept. There's this one old-timey thing where they used to have a stick with a pull lever on it, and it was like something prospectors used to use, and they say that if there was like gold underground or something, the lever would just start to pull itself, even though they controlled both sides of it. And it turns out it was completely just like intuition Ouija board based, which means like to say that they were doing it themselves without realizing it, which is a common thing. So I think that might be what's going on with her writing these notes.
Want a drink? No.
Loving the jewelry. A little jealous.
Okay. Are we talking to Annie? Or did you give Annie a drink with morphine in it? Were you trying to drug her? Hello.
Is
are we
morphine
talking-
even bioavailable when ingested? I thought it had to be intravenous. Maybe somebody can correct me in the comments, but I'm fairly certain morphine has to be intravenous, like injected, otherwise it just breaks down in the stomach. But maybe I'm wrong.
Did somebody new? It's different writing, so I'm assuming we are. We're talking to Annie. Okay, Annie. I'd love to hear your story.
Hello,
Did
this
something
is
happen to you
Amy,
in
apparently.
here? Okay, yes. Something happened to you in here. Something bad happened to you in here?
You gotta wonder if this is like a phone call sort of thing. Like, yes, hello, this is Annie. This is Annie. Yes, morphine. I need to make sure that everybody on the internet who watches this YouTube channel hears about morphine. Like, I don't know. It's goofy.
We heard that. Money. Were you a prostitute?
Were you a
Yes,
prostitute?
Okay. Did you
Feels like a little bit of an uncomfortable question to ask a dead lady, but, I mean, I guess there's no shame in the afterlife, right?
pass away in this room? Were you drugged?
Were you drugged? Is she gonna write another yes?
He is bad. He is bad. Yeah, William. I'm assuming you're talking about William. We've heard a lot
Sugar daddy bad. Remember that. Sugar daddy bad.
of terrible things about William. Can you
William
tell us
didn't
what
have
he
any
did to
beans,
you?
man. Well, actually, he had too many beans for his own good, is what it really was.
Z. He made you sleep.
He made you sleepy.
Did he,
Probably
did
with
he
the
give
morphine.
You too much morphine? Did he make another person? Hello. Who else is here?
Your mom. That was such a
I
dumb
wanted
joke.
to hear more about Annie, but who else is here? Is that another woman? I have a feeling a lot of women may have passed away in this room.
Okay, this might be a little bit ignorant of me, but didn't they like heavily subjugate women in this time period? Did they know how to read and write? Or like I thought that was more common in the 1930s and onward when women's suffrage started becoming a thing and they started fighting for women's rights. But I have no clue. I'm just surprised that if this lady was an 18th century prostitute that they would be able to write so clearly. And, oh, maybe it's like she's talking to Selena and Selena's writing it down. Never mind. So she's not really a conduit. She's just interpreting.
Or bad things may have happened.
What sound generates
Let's-
cursive, I wonder?
Let's
Celebrate.
Let's get
Celebrate.
physical.
celebrate. Celebrate what? You. Let's celebrate you.
Let's celebrate you.
Hey. Or,
Hey, babe.
hey, babe. Hey, babe. Is this a man that I'm talking?
Saw, babe. Hey, what's going on? It's William Harrison, bruh.
to know? This sounds like a man.
Sounds like a man.
What are you celebrating?
Celebrating 130 years of death, baby.
Listen. Okay. Shh.
Listen. All I hear is
Do
paper.
you hear me? I don't hear you, but you're more than welcome to make yourself known. You can tap on the walls. You can make a sound in this room for us.
No, I think she has too much morphine in her system to be able to tap on the walls. I'm fucking around, obviously. If somebody was actually drugged, that's super fucked. I'm just, it's a ghost. Come on now.
Whoa. Wow. He is here.
He is here. Spooky dookie.
Oh, I don't know what that says. Whoa.
Uh-oh, it's gonna make me take a spooky dookie, bro. Mr. Beans is here?
William. Okay,
William
Now we're talking to you.
Harrison.
What are you celebrating?
What are you celebrating,
do
you
here?
frickin' perv?
Wanna play?
Wanna play?
Yeah, wanna play sleep. Oh. I don't wanna play with you.
That took a quick turn. Yeah, sure, let's play. Z. Never mind. I will skip out on playing with you.
Did you do these terrible things to women? Did you murder women in here?
Oh,
or take
Jesus.
advantage of them? Did you drug them? And do you think that's funny?
Oh, she's drawing a spiral.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, nor do I.
Did you put them in a hole?
Did you put... I don't know why that caught me off guard, but did you put them in a hole? ZZZZ.
You put them to sleep forever?
That's a very interesting interpretation of drawing a little doodle and then the letter Z over and over again. Putting them to sleep forever. I feel like that's quite a turn.
Want a drink? Yeah, so you were drugging their drinks.
Okay.
What else can you tell us? Drink. Ooh, I just felt the cold breeze on my feet.
Cold breeze on her feet.
It was like...
Okay. This is where I'm going to cut the video off. But I will say, have you guys ever been like sitting on your bed with your feet off the side? Like specifically if the lights are off and you're like, nope, feet are going in the bed. It's, I don't know. I feel like that's a normal human thing to just not be able to allow your feet to hang off the side of the bed. It's just like, yeah. Like I have this thing where I can't even have my feet or my hands like out from under the, or my feet particularly out from under the covers. It just like freaks me out too much. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. If you did, please subscribe and comment and, oh, excuse me, give this video a like. As always, I am Mr. Monster, and I am out.